you're in a relationship, you have a child, and you're pretty young, right? But so it's a lot of responsibility. But how does that play into your career goals and even being on Idol and having a family? I know you talked a lot about your family on the show and that you're doing this for your son to have a better life. But I'd love to hear your take on it.
Having a family and going to the show it's it gives you like a way bigger push. You work way harder for it. So every time I hear my girlfriend's voice or my son's voice, I'm just like, that's why you're doing it. So you better just work your butt off and do your thing. And it gives you. I mean, having a family just makes you look at the world different.
Sure.
Appreciate everything. And so I went in this competition. I mean, I came in and came out the way I wanted to. I wouldn't change anything. And I'm glad I have a family first going in this because I appreciate everything I got.
How old is your son?
He's 2.
2.
Yeah.
Is he old enough to watch TV and realize that Daddy is on TV?
Yeah, he says Idol. When he saw the contestant, he's like, Idol, Idol, Idol. Right. And when I come on, he says my name. He says Daddy. It's like, it's so cute.
Oh, yeah. Now tell me about the fact that, Big Mike has a family as well, and so you're both, in similar situations, you're both dads, you're both doing this for your family. Did that help, form a friendship between the two of you?
Yeah, I mean, because we have an understanding where only a father can understand. So we're in this competition, and we know what it's like to work for something. And we would hang out all the time. Me, Lee, Mike, like everyone there we're all close. It's just me. It's just me and Mike and Crystal. We just have a different understanding of things because we have another life that we made to look after and to work for. So that brings us on another level with each other. So it's cool. But everyone there it's amazing. I know it's a competition, but we see it as do our best. Don't think of like, okay, how do I beat this person? No, you do your best.
Yeah, I mean, other people are voting. It's not like you have control over,
So we can only do our best, and I mean, the voting is the competing. Like that, we just working our butts off to do what we want.
Well, I was going to ask you. You mentioned Lee, but I was going to ask you because it seemed pretty obvious that you and Lee were best buds too. So how did that, at what point in the competition did you meet Lee, and how did the friendship form?
When we came back for Hollywood Week, we stayed at the hotel, and I checked in, and Lee was my roommate. So we were just chilling. I mean, I said, hey, what's up, man? I'm Andrew. He's like, I'm Lee. I was like, cool, man. And then we went to our own families. We had the little meeting we had, and then we came back to our room, and I was like, all right, man, what kind of music you like, dude? He was like, we didn't even really talk. We just brung out our guitars and started jamming. We're just like, all right, man, let's jam. And so we like the same music. We're different voices, but we have that rasp to us. So we just started jamming, and and we were going through like all the rounds together. We were just stressing out together. We were like, we're not gonna make it, man. I'm not gonna make it. He's like, yeah, you are. He's like, I'm not gonna make it. I'm like, dude, yeah, you are. And then next thing you know, we're like, all right, we made it. All right, man, what song are you gonna do? And then it was like we didn't have any of our families there because our families have their own lives. So anything we were going through together, and we were being our families. So me and him we got all the way to top 24. We're like, what the heck? We're in top 24 together, man.
Right.
All right, dude. And then top 12. And we're like, all right, man, this is crazy, dude. And then we top 10.
Tour.
Yeah, and then it was cool. Yeah, it was hard, even though we're gonna see each other again, but still, like we created something that was pretty awesome on that show, and I'm glad. I'm glad for the friendship I made with him.
Yeah, that's going to continue, obviously, for many
life.
Years. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I have to ask you, because I ask everybody about going home. But first, before I do that, I was there a very dramatic evening when you and Andrew Lambert were...
Alex Lambert?
Yeah, Alex. Did I say Andrew? You're Andrew, he's Alex.
Trust me, everyone calls Lee Andrew and me Lee. It's an Alex sometimes.
And Alex Adam.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the night that you and Alex were up there. It's two of you on stage. The top 12 is about to be formed. One of you is going into the top 12, and one of you is not. One of the most dramatic moments of the season, I think. Before you heard who was going forward, what was going on in your head, in your mind?
I was just like, you know what? You did what you had to do. You did. I mean, I went in this competition. First of all, I was like going in there like saying, anything you do, do not regret it. Just, you're gonna, if that's what you want to do, then do it. Because I don't want to look back like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have did that. Maybe nah. Everything I did on there, I meant to do it, and I'll do it again. So at that point, I always had that mentality, and I was just like, whatever happens from here, happens. You got this far, and be thankful for what you got, and just go with it. And I was nervous, of course, like, okay, maybe this is the end of the road for me. Maybe this isn't. And as soon as they said my name, I was like, oh, I was like, all right. And at the same time, I was sad because Alex is like my little brother. I mean, we would always hang out and stuff, and I was just sad because I knew he wanted it as much as anybody, and it was hard seeing him have to go. It was really hard.
And it was a tough night for him. I mean, he was obviously very emotional, but then you got to go visit him in the If I Could Dream house. What was it like getting back together?
Oh, it was good, man. We jammed, and he's doing good. I love seeing him doing good. That's cool.
Yeah, he's got great opportunities.
Yeah.
So
he's doing really good right now. I'm happy for him.